Hello, hello, hello. Oh, my eyes hurt. What the hell? Are we all doing all right tonight? I didn't mean to start this late. I was like actually set up like a lot earlier, and I fucking blink and it suddenly like time jumps ahead. But anyway, here I am. I am here. Wow! I'm here. All right, I have a schedule this week already. Hold on. I made one last night, and I've just forgotten. There you go. Thank you for the 90 consecutive streams, Roku. Appreciate that. And let me on the other monitor real quick. Dude, I just put some moisturizer on my face because my forehead was like really dry, and now my eyes feel dry after that. And what the hell? They're like, bro, give me some of that shit too. Anyway. Let's see. Oh yeah, I've done a little bit of grinding on Pokemon Black. I accidentally got Tornadus because he kind of just showed up and I was like, oh, quick ball, because why not, right? And lo and behold, it worked. So let's see here. Dude, I've been playing some Cyberpunk recently, and it's been a good time so far. I think I mentioned this already. That I'm kind of just playing. I'm just kind of cruising through it slowly. And I'm gonna be so real. I've been having a good time. The modding of it is like much cleaner than it used to be. So I'm having a good time modding it too. Let's see here. Should we just go straight to playing Pokemon? I probably should. We don't have a massive amount of time, and I want to get progress done. Wait, what? Oh shit. Holy fuck. Wait. They're getting rid of Sora AI, which is good. That shit is horrifying, honestly. Apparently it's shutting down. That's pretty huge. What a good day. Anyway, where's my Pokemans? Also, of course, congratulations on first, Roku. We shall see who claims the other spots. Oh. And that's the sound Reshiram makes. Dude, okay, can I say something? I've released most of the, like almost all of them, so you guys probably won't be able to tell. But can I just say the sheer amount of Glygars I've caught, and none of them have the hidden ability. I think, yeah, we're sitting on only having one. Obviously, there's Tornadus over here. None of them, not a single one, had the hidden ability. And I'm running out of money for Pokeballs, dude, and I didn't want to progress stuff, so without you guys there, so I just left it at that. But as you can see, our team's a little bit leveled now. I did go and pick up a Dino, and it's now Twilis, or as the average English-speaking person would say, Twilis. Who's at 52? We're all at. I would have liked. Okay, so here's what's what. I would have liked to have gotten most of the team towards like 60. It's not possible right now. Like, it is possible, but the sheer amount of grinding I would have to do to get to that point is currently just not feasible. So we've got Reshiram to 65. We've got Samurott to 62. Archop's 55. And then these remaining dudes for now. And that's the best we're gonna get for now. I still have Bishop on the squad, though I'm just taking Bishop along for the run, mainly because actually, you know what I can do? Hold on. There's a very simple thing we can do while we're out and about with Bishop. We can grab ourselves Excadrill. Currently replace Bishop real quick. And we're gonna take Excadrill to the daycare. We're gonna have, I should have done this earlier, honestly. We're gonna have Excadrill chill in the daycare for the time being. While, okay, hold on. We need to set the game. There we go. We're gonna set Excadrill into the daycare. For no real reason other than it might as well collect some XP while we're out and about. You know what I mean? That's just what I think. Dun, 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 dun. Especially because we're not going to be bringing out. Actually, it's a good question. How's Joltik doing? As you can see with my money, I'm a little bit broke now. There you go. How's, 33. It's not gaining a lot of levels, I'm gonna be honest. Joltik is just kind of just AFK, I guess. Okay, let me withdraw Bishop real quick. Because that's what Bishop's gonna do. Bishop's just gonna be on the team. Our little capture dude, so that we can capture things easier. And that's about it. I still haven't done too much planning as to what our team for the Elite Four could be. Reshiram and Samurott is the go-to. I'm kind of want Swilus as well. Largely because Swilus is just... it's the pseudo-legendary, and I've never actually held on to a Swilus long enough to evolve it. Largely because the evolution level is in the 60s, which is ludicrous, but you know. And I figure having a dark type is a pretty good idea for this upcoming sweep through. Largely because of the, you know, there's a psychic type Elite Four member, which alone justifies the existence of a dark type in your team. And there's also a ghost type, which also dark is effective against. The only one where it's not going to be that big of a boon is against the dark type gym leader, Elite Four member himself. And of course the what the hell's going on with my phone? And of course the fighting Elite Four member. But beyond that, you know. Let me just do something real quick. Music is pretty here. If anybody knows any good ways to farm in this game, farm XP and stuff, do let me know. Let me know. Yeah, the only one who's going to be kind of a threat to our Swilus is probably going to be the... Do they? Some of the Pokemon have Ice Beam. And that's gonna be like the pinnacle of the danger that they pose, fortunately. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna be quite simple with this, and we're just gonna move on ahead. We're just gonna keep going. We're gonna explore some areas, you know? We've already been through the village bridge. Oh, there's a Pokeball down there that I haven't gotten. Let's do that. We have to go down and around, it looks like. I've gotten rid of Fury Cutter on my Samurott, and I've given him Swords Dance. Good job, me. I'm curious to see what this is, so let's take a look. A Lapras? A whole Lapras. Holy shit. Now, I do want this guy. Very much so. What's this one? Underwater. Are we underwater? Does this count as an underwater situation? Wow, Lapras would be a really nice pick. Just because Lapras is just such a nice Pokemon. You had to do that to me, Lapras, didn't you? Safeguard, okay. That means we can't do anything to it for a little bit. That is fine. We'll hit it with a Revenge. This will be quite effective, but Lapras is pretty bulky, so it should live. Not even close, baby. Not even close. Goodness me. Villain! Why? What's up, Villain? Hope you're doing good, dude. It's been a little bit, hasn't it? And you for the 55 months. Been Ultra Ball, I guess. We need to get more Ultra Balls too. Good grief. I've always liked Lapras. Lapras is such a cool Pokemon. There it is. Okay, there's particularly one reason why I low-key just want Lapras. Like, Lapras is gonna be very effective against one specific individual. Calcium, only a month. True, hold on. What was the last thing I sent you? All right, the Germa thing. I mean, that's a good post, right? The Germa post is pretty good, I think. I feel like whenever I see a Germa post, I think of you. Have I fought you? I have fought through here before. Okay. Germa based. True. Shit. What now? Basket. Get out of here, dude. I mean, we might as well attack it. Final Gambit. Hello? Why? What purpose does that There was no need for that. Went up north. Oh, nah. Where'd you go to? Outside, you'll be there later. I hope. We'll see if that still coincides. It's not gonna be a super long stream, but I'll potentially catch you then, Azio. Wasn't one of the ladies in one of these houses healed Pokemon? Was it you? There's a guy fucking singing, dude. Keighley? Like Jeff Keighley? Game Awards Keighley? Not pronounced like that? I honestly only know the word from specifically Jeff. It's Yorkshire? Oh, it's in Yorkshire? Good grief. Keighley? Oh. Of course it is. Because why wouldn't it be? Because why wouldn't it be? Yorkshire's a special place. I swear that was the Super Mario pattern that it just hit me with Thrash. Am I crazy? Oh, you want me to take everybody? Okay, so this one wants a Pika berry, right? Because of two Pika berries. Cherry berry for the bottom right. And personberry for the left. Okay. Number 1 wants a picaberry. Number 2 wants a picaberry. Number 3, oh shit, depends on what order I ask. Let me go in the order that I asked. The third one that I asked wants a cherry berry, and the fourth one wanted a personberry. Let's see if I remember that correctly. Yes. There you go. Okay, you wanted the cherry berry. Yes. Now the question is, you wanted a personberry, right? Yes. I could remember 4 things. Well, technically even 3. A lumberry. Lumberries are actually kind of huge, low-key. It is indeed nice buildings, but I'm not sure about the people. I feel like you can say that for a lot of areas in the UK, can't you? That's not an uncommon thing. But you do have some places where the buildings are just garbage too. It does happen. Let me quickly heal my Samurott again. Because if you can go and heal something for free, why don't we just go and heal it for free? Due to this nice lady over here. Thank you. Sid! Thank you for the daily check-in and the second. Hope you're doing well, dude. Will you be playing Pokemon Champions when it comes out? Your second? By technicality, yes. To be age, probably. I low-key want to give it a try too. I'm curious to see if they maintain the pricing, because they've revealed some of the pricing for like battle pass stuff and whatnot for the Japanese stuff. So I'm very interested in seeing how expensive it will be potentially in like euros and stuff. It on Switch 1? I think so. I think it is playable on the Switch 1. Though the Switch 2 version has upgraded graphics. We're in Route 12. Let me see. What have we got here? Pinsir, Dunsparce, Heracross. That's a pretty good one. Kuna, Rapidash, Sunkern, Combi, Cherrim, Tranquil. Okay. Nothing too special here. Though you can get Doduos in Swarm. Graphic schmaffics, as long as it runs. It probably shouldn't have any performance issues. Due to like, it's very simple. Oh, oops, I have the Pokemon in the wrong order. It's okay to have a battle during a picnic, right? We'll rattle you and your Pokemon with our perfect combination. Game could look like a potato, but if it looks, if it's good, that's all I need. That's fair. 2 Swoobats. We got any dark types out here? Oh, we got a rock move though. That'll probably work. Dwayne the rock move, Johnson. We'll hit this one. Bonk. Does it kill? It does kill. Wonderful. Future Sight is scary, but we should be able to finish the fight before that hits. Uh-oh. Who's dying? Oh, the other Zubat used Future Sight. Wonderful. Just acrobatics, I guess, is enough. There you go. No need to burn all of my points. 56 for Archops. Very nice. Dragon Claw. Now that is a better spread move here. But when am I gonna want to use a dragon type move on this guy? We've got Stab Ancient Power, Stab Acrobatics. I can't get rid of Fly. So I would need to get rid of Crunch. Crunch is the one that we're competing with here. So they're both going to do an equal amount of damage. So I guess the question will be, what niche do we need to fill more? Well, Dragon... Okay, you know what? We need to... Neither, honestly. So we're just going to get rid of Dragon Claw. We're going to keep things as is. Crunch technically has the benefit of... being more effective against more things. The only thing Dragon Claw is good against is other dragons. Though having a non-dragon type do dragon damage is good. We already have 2 dragons in our team currently. To that end, I see no real reason as to why I should, you know, go ahead and get another dragon-capable Pokemon on the team. It feels overkill at that point. I forget, is Paris a grass type too? That doesn't necessarily answer my question. This will though. It doesn't matter. It's got dry skin. We very much need to swap Pokemon here. Reshiram. Reshiram, kill it. That is gonna do -1 damage. Have a Fusion Flare. Catch. Okay, level 53 for Swilus. Wormadam, that's a rock bug, I believe. Okay, we can one-shot it. We're chilling. Here you go. That's what it means, I think. If the ability Anticipation means that if a Pokemon shudders, that means that the opposing Pokemon is capable of one-shotting them. I think. Okay, okay, hold on. Okay. If the opponent's move that is super effective against a one... Okay. Yeah, okay. Let's give a quick heal to Samurott. No point in going all the way back right now, right? The main goal is to have up Pokemon kind of roughly the right level to not struggle too much with current stuff. They're still not going to be ready for they're still not really going to be ready for the Elite Four. We definitely want them all to be at least level 70 before challenging the Elite Four. Otherwise, it's very much going to be an uphill battle. A Riolu? Yeah, let's do Revenge. What is it with these Pokemon doing Final Gambit for like no reason? Hello? I mean, it's not gonna do that much damage either because it's, you know, Kyrogue. I guess it's maybe to like lower my team's overall power or something. Not the fake out. There you go. Good job, Samurott. A citrus berry. Wait, what did he say? Oh, okay, if you lose, okay, you may get an egg. That's only if they are compatible with each other, I think. I've never actually done Pokemon breeding in a mainline Pokemon game. Tranquil, level 48 Tranquil. Also, Dylan, I just looked over to what you sent me. Good one. There's a good one. Okay, Silas is slowly but surely gaining some XP, which is nice. Aha! And we found Lacunosa Town. I do not remember what happens here. This is a location to me. I don't think I ever really fully explored this area either. Back when I played this game. I only very vaguely remember everything after the Elite Four. Gracidia? I know that's for Shaman. I think. Yeah. Oshawott, Piplup, Purloin, Patrat, and Pansear. Classic. Basic badge. Zork, Lillipup, Blitzel, Duat, Pidove, and Drillbur. Yup. Good times. Give me the insect badge. Jungle, Zork, Duat, Petalil, Herdia, and Drillbur. Show me the Bolt badge. Duat, Tranquil, Petalil, Herdia, and Darumaka. Show me the Quake badge. Lilligant, Stoutland, Duat, Excadrill, Darumaka, and Archon. Though, I have to say, Lilligant basically just full swept that one. The Jet badge. Archops, Lilligant, Stoutland, Excadrill, Samurott, and Darmanitan. And it's going to remain that exact set, actually. Until the very end. Yeah. And then finally the Legend badge. Oh, nope, that's not the right one. Yup. That was the squad, dude. What? A scary monster comes out of the big hole. The fuck you mean? I was always running off to go. I guess it's okay. Why are they all hiding up? Wait, it's nighttime right now. Is there a big scary hole somewhere that I can find? What are they on about? There's just many different characters. Okay. There's a pool at the top of that house? God damn. Who's living here? This is like the mayor's house? Wait, there's a big hole in the ground. The whole way in the past. I'm so tired. Big crash down inside was big, scary, really scary. Sleeping. Huh. A hole behind. Oh, I think I might know what. I think I might know what is here actually. Giant chasm. I think I remember actually what's there. I think. Oh, nobody's home. I'll go on orderly. Does seem that way, certainly. Anywhere else we can check? Can we check this house? Yeah, that's the first one we actually checked. Okay, doesn't look like there's anything else directly to interact with. So I guess there's nothing else to do but like move on a little bit. Route 13! Hello. Oh, a traveling trainer. Let's battle just for fun. All right. Let's see what she's got. Baneri. I think a Razor Shell should be enough to one-shot. Yeah. Baneri doesn't have very great stats, so. Broomish. Ooh, we do want to swap that actually. Reshiram, go. Fusion Flare, please. Boom. Snubble, which is not yet a fairy type. We can go back to Samurott for Snubble. And I also think Snubble doesn't have great stats either, so it might be able to take out with a single Razor Shell. Let's see. Nice. Very close to leveling up. Looks like we're gonna need some TMs here, unfortunately. So we might need to call upon Stoutland. Actually, we're in route was it 13? Where are you right now? Route 13. Let me see. What have we got here? What can we encounter? Tangela, Golbat, Swallow, Lunatone, Solrock, Absol, Driftblim. Crobat and Tangrowth if we go into the shaky places, and Chuppet can appear from the swarm, and within this water we will find Staryus and Wingolds. Okay, I mean that's not terrible. Unfortunately, a lot of these Pokemon just aren't very good. Absol, unfortunately, included. As much as I love Absol, one of the cooler Pokemons, it's just not that good. So, like, it's got good attack, 130 attack, not bad, but its attack pool isn't great. Your best offensive option will be either Night Slash or Knockoff. Wait, does it get knockoff in Gen 5? It doesn't even get knockoff in Gen 5. Does knockoff exist in Gen 5? I guess one of the best... Its best move, technically, that you can learn is from an egg move, which is Sucker Punch, which is still not ideal, like, considering that it has the condition of needing to be done before somebody has an attack turn, meaning you can very easily waste it, nor does it have a lot of PP. Meaning that, generally speaking, you're left with Night Slash, at best. Or, I guess, Punishment, but that's quite situational. But generally speaking, Night Slash is your best bet, and that's just not great. Like, oh no, sorry, it can learn Sucker Punch through leveling as well. But like I said, Sucker Punch, Night Slash, neither of them really ideal Pokemon moves for a Pokemon that is that slow. I guess a really well-trained Absol in the normal game will still be able to kick some ass. But I feel like you could easily put that effort somewhere else. Sam. Oh, oops! I closed the tab I was looking at to look at what's in the roots. Let me open that up again. But yeah, as I was saying, I love Absol. Not really worth it as a pick to find here. So we're not going to worry too much about capturing Pokemon here right now. Now, if they were to like give me a shiny Absol for whatever reason, obviously I won't, you know, I can't resist that. But like, generally speaking, it's not really going to be worth the effort. Nincada. Its defense should be paper thin, and I think it's just a bug type, so. What type is Nincada? Oh, it's a ground type. That's why. I was like, huh? Wow, I never realized Nincada was a ground type. Interesting. That is really bizarre. Anyway. Wow, what a rare situation where every member of that evolutionary line is a different typing. Nincada's bug ground, Ninjask is bug flying, and Shedinja is bug ghost. That's really sick. Metapod. We should still be fine. Its defenses might be a little bit higher, especially if it starts using Harden. But at most, we'll just have to go again, which we won't even need to do. So this is one of the ways that I guess they kind of deal with the fact that, yes, they are throwing some very high-level Pokemon at you, is by just making it so that, oh, well, the Pokemon you are fighting are just of a much lower evolutionary standing, right? They have just much shittier stats, which I can respect. And here is Swellow. Generally speaking, a very good Pokemon. Like, Swellow is just really solid. It's really quick, and I think it has pretty good, it has pretty damn good, pretty okay stats. Nothing above 100, meaning it's like not massively strong or anything, but it is a normal flying type, which, and I think you can actually, through, if you get lucky, you can have a Swellow that has Boom Burst. And though special attack is by no means, I mean, even then it's not that great. They changed its base stats at some point. They actually made it stronger. I was confused. I was like, wait, I thought its special attack wasn't that bad. Okay, no, it looks like base Swellow in Gen 3 to Gen 4. Or Gen 6 even. Is kind of just not great. it gets buffed a bit later. So that its special attack generally is a bit better as well. Which is nice because it makes Boom Burst more viable. Okay, now, other than that, actually, never mind. It's not that amazing. It does gain access to Brave Bird, which is pretty strong. But at that point, it's probably best you just use something else. So yeah, no Swallow for us. Though it is a very cool Pokemon. Extra cool if you've watched the Pokemon anime, because Ash has a really cool Swallow. Really strong Swallow, too. A Tentacool. We might need to swap out a team here. But we'll see. I don't think it really has much to do too much damage to us, so... It has Hex, apparently, which is bizarre, but, you know. Okay, so we can get a full Swords Dance set up here. There we go. We can just use Razor Shell here. It's not going to be super effective, but we're going to still one-shot due to our very high attack stat right now. Very nice. Because as we learn in previous fights, it doesn't matter. Hydro Pump still shouldn't really do too much. Yeah. As we figured out earlier in this playthrough, thanks to our Petilil. I think it was already a Lilligant by then. All you really need is just enough raw stats and you one-shot things enough anyway. Quillfish, nice. Which is... I don't remember if it's a dark type or not in this. I think it's just a poison type. I think it's water poison. Yeah. It's a dark type with its Hisuian one, right? Or whatever it gets from that. Alright, our boy's looking in rough shape, so we'll hit him with a full restore. There you go. Wonderful. Twila's slowly getting there. You love to see it. Bold man, hello. Looking for a grandma, are you? Oh. Ram 1. I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't actually particularly looking for it, but if you give it to me, I'll take it. Okay. Oops. Prism scale. Ooh, that's really nice. I think that's how you can get Milotic, right? Yeah. But you need to I think you need to like trade it or some shit, right? Something stupid like that. Ooh. Giant Chasm. This is exactly where I think it is. Okay. I remember this actually. Very vaguely. Do we have the team for this? Not really, but screw it. It's all fun and... Oh, but I don't have strength. I might be screwed without strength here. So here we can find Jinx. Which is an ice psychic type. Not a bad Pokemon. Just that we don't really have much space for a Jinx on our team. Though granted, we don't have an ice type, nor do we have a psychic type. Theoretically, it could work, but I see no real reason to have a Jinx on our team currently. me take a look. What can we find in this cave? Giant chasm. Vine Piloswine. Boldor, Golbat, Sneasel. Sneasel's a good one, actually. Weavile is like all around just a really nice Pokemon. Find Excadrill in here. In the water you can find Seal. Okay. Nothing too special. But if you want like a Mamoswine, this is definitely the place to go by the looks of it. I'm not one such person, so I feel like I shouldn't go here yet and come back with a Pokemon that has strength. But screw it. We're here already. Might as well take a quick gander. There is going to be a Pokemon here that I can guarantee we do not have enough Pokeballs for. I'm calling it now. Where's my repel? Am I, like, crazy? There it is. But we can still give it a shot. No harm in trying. So to my knowledge, most things we miss out on by not having, I messed up, I think. The main thing we miss out on by not having strength is a lot of items. I'll just have to come by here again later. Oh, I messed up the order. Though I think we can also get items by approaching some of these rocks, like this one, which has a big mushroom. Obviously, some of these have an item, others don't. Okay, this one has a tiny mushroom. And there's a little nook here. Okay, nothing. Okay, you definitely do need a surf Pokemon here. So far. Still not entirely certain if you do really need a strength Pokemon or not. We'll see, I guess. Okay, yeah, so here you can go around. There's a potential shortcut, I guess. So you want to go through here, which will lead you to this area. This very strange and foggy area. You'll find more Pokemon here, obviously. This is a bit of a maze. And there is a little bit of a thing to find here. So the kids and the people of the town over spoke of some scary monster of some sorts that potentially lives here. So maybe that's something to think about. I wanna what could be here? I did not know you could get these Pokemon here. Have I been looking at things wrong? Cave. Outside. What would this count as? Plains? Oh yeah, there it is. Oh, interesting. There's a very interesting Pokemon you can capture here. Well, I would like to capture a Ditto, ideally. Oh, can't do that when there's two Okay, fine, whatever. Let's do this. Revenge on the Clefairy. And Acrobatics on the Clefairy. Also, get the Clefairy out of the way, because I do want a Ditto. Ditto, I feel like Ditto is one of those Pokemon that if it goes by, I always want to grab one. It turned into a Samurott. I really shouldn't have used a whole Ultra Ball there, especially because it's probably not going to catch. So, I'm gonna do that. Chops, hit it with an acrobatic. If it dies, it dies. That's just how it is. Okay. It's actually gonna die from the Samurot's attack. Actually, I just realized. Oh well. I can go grab a Ditto at a later date. I didn't think acrobatic would do that much damage, though. I should have honestly expected that. Anywho, that's pretty cool. Okay, so there is a Pokemon that could be very strong to get here. Though unfortunately, I don't see much of a way that this Pokemon will be very useful for this specific Elite Four. Because every avenue I go down thinking about it, there is no Pokemon that is explicitly weak against this Pokemon. In fact, there are more Pokemon that are just strong against it. This Pokemon that I'm speaking of is actually Metagross. You can find a Metang here. If you're lucky. I think it's a pretty rare Pokemon to find. Well, at least it's uncommon. So you can find a Metang here. And if you evolve into Metagross, you'll have yourself a very strong pseudo-legendary. Problem, of course, being Steel Psychic is one of the rare instances of this game where that just doesn't work out for our current location. You know, like in Unova, Steel Psychic, not that great, especially when going up against the Elite Four, same. Because one of them is Psychic, so, you know, not that amazing there. Another one is Fighting type, which is neutral against Metagross is one of those few Pokemon where the fighting type place is not that bad for Metagross. But it's just that, not that bad. You're gonna have a much better time throwing in just a normal Psychic type or a Flying type or something like that. Rather than having a Pokemon that is like also Steel. Psyshock, pretty good move. Speaking of Psychic, did I not apply him? Oops. Hey, a Solrock. Yeah, that is all to say. There's better Pokemon if you're going optimally, but if you really like Metagross, which is very valid, you can grab it here. Or rather, you can grab a Metang here. I completely forgot how to navigate this area. Oh! Oh, is it because they're higher level? Okay, okay. So it is effective, but it's just that some of the Pokemon are higher level. I forgot that that's how repels work. Speaking of forgetting, I'm completely blanking on how to find the area we're looking for. I think that's where we start from. So maybe we just have to keep going here. It's cool doing a little bit of exploration, so I don't mind. Okay, I think we just looped a bit. So I think we want to find our way to go around the outside, kind of. Okay, I think we're better off being off of our cycle, bicycle. Speaking is hard. we can be much more precise with our movements. Thus wasting the super repel a little bit. It'll be a bit slower, but like it says, the repel is not time-based, but rather step-based. So, something to keep in mind. Okay, so we do have to go through there. Okay, maybe let's try this direction. I think this is for sure where we came from. And a max elixir. Might as well pop. Another one here. Oh, high level Pokemon. There's another Solrock. It's a Lunarock. Lunatone, sorry. Lunarock and Solartone. Of course, a Surf. It's probably our best bet here. Very good. Okay, we have to jump through here. Harbos, good. Any of those is good because that allows us to technically squeak in a little bit of extra for EVs and whatnot. Another Solrock. Okay. So it's specifically these guys that appear at level 65. Good to know. Why would you do such a thing? Is that gonna kill me? It probably is, isn't it? Samurott lives! Holy. What a Chad. I love how extra the explode animation is in this game too. Alright, Archops is down. I only just realized. Do you think it'll get back up eventually? Shake it off. Ice Beam. Very good move. Okay, there's definitely something I'm missing here. Huh. Some exit or some way through that I'm like not finding. So there's a hop down there as well. Like that, like a maze. Let me actually find. Where is the grass shaking? Oh, up there? I can't reach that now. God damn it. Let's see. Do you have any maps of the area? Okay, there we go. Crater Forest. Oh, I remember what you have to do. God, it's been a while. Okay. Let me recalibrate where I currently am. Okay, I'm up here. Right. Which is where I'm supposed to be. So I take a little bit of a detour here. This place is actually pretty cool for a very specific reason. You'll see in just a sec. Alright, another Lunatone or Solrock. Never mind, it is a level 64 Clefairy. Beep beep! Revenge, please. Because it is not a fairy yet. Therefore, it is super effective. That has to be one of the biggest switch-ups to, like, OG Pokemon players. Is the amount of Pokemon that used to be, or Pokemon that used to be typically weak to fighting types suddenly being strong against it. Because they've gone from normal types to fairy types. Scary face. Yeah, no. Because you get down here and hear a scream. And suddenly, snow. And where does this leave us? It leaves us with the ability to finally reach this area. Now, this area is very interesting because of one reason. Let's save real quick. If you couldn't tell already, this leads to a legendary. A legendary that will, similarly to Volcarona, kick our asses. However, less similarly to Volcarona, I don't think we'll have the capability of capturing it. So, let's do another save. I don't think I have the ball count for this. But we'll go for it anyway, just only because I think we can maybe get it low enough and give it a shot. But if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and we'll just go somewhere else. But here is Kyurem. Level 75. One of the I think the strongest wild Pokemon you can encounter. Which makes sense, considering what this guy is. Do we... I don't think we share any moves. We'll start off with a Revenge, which crits, surprisingly. That confused me. Okay, Endeavor is going to kill us here, I think. Or not. Okay, this is a good start. This is a good start. We're going to chip away a little bit with Surf. Dragon Pulse is going to hurt, though. Yeah. Okay, so Kyurem is an Ice Dragon type. Which I think is the first of its kind up until this point. It's very cool. So we're just gonna full swipe. Oh. Glaciate. Okay. Let's gonna drop our speed, which doesn't do much. He was already kind of... We live through a... Okay, he's gonna die here. I'm trying to think, can I drop its health a little bit safely? Well, let's see with Swilus. Swilus doesn't have very good stats, so maybe it can drop its health a little bit lower. I do not trust being able to do... Okay. I don't think we can Dragon Pulse anymore anyway. Okay, that's good enough, I guess. It worked up real quick. Realistically, I should just throw a ball here regardless. Just toss a ball. How many Dust Balls? We have 30 Dust Balls. That's honestly not bad. It is a pretty dark area, I think. It's a cave. It's quite literally a cave. So Dusk Ball could have a decent chance here. What? What move is Endeavor? Oh, okay. That move. The Glaciate will kill Dino here. And we have but one hope. But a singular hope. And that is that hopefully Lilil can tank just enough to do a Sleep Powder. Okay, Dragon Pulse, that's a good sign. Because that's not going to one-shot us. Okay, it's going to one-shot us. Never mind. We had no chance. Reshiram, go for it. Is going to be able to take almost all of its attacks minus Dragon Pulse. To which we just keep trying to throw a ball out. In hindsight, it's probably better if we just go for the stun. Okay, good. Imprison. Thank you for that. If we just go for the Paralyze, the Thunder Wave will probably have a much better result here. Because I don't think it's feasible for us to actually... That's gonna suck. I don't think it's feasible for us to specifically sleep Kyurem. I'm just gonna restart the game after this so that we can actually go, okay, never mind. Okay, you know what? Never mind. Kyurem, the boundary Pokemon, generates a powerful freezing energy inside itself, but its body became frozen when the energy leaked out. Well, there you have it. We got Kyurem. First try. What the hell? Wow, that's really lucky. And of course, capturing Kyurem resets the area to this once more. And yeah. Holy shit. Fortunately, we can still use Fly from fainted Pokemon, so that's nice. But there you have it. We caught Kyurem. Wow. I could very much cheese a lot of this, a lot of the game right now with, excuse me, with Kyurem and Volcarona, but I'm not gonna do that because that takes a bit of the fun out, and it's gonna lead to a very lopsided team, right? With some Pokemon that are just gonna be useful, and that's not my preferred way of playing this game. So, you know. Let's take a look at this Kyurem then, shall we? I'm amazed that we actually managed to grab Kyurem. Like, what the hell? What nature did it get? Speed up, attack down. Is Kyurem a special attacker? I think it might be. Oh, it's equal. Okay. But I feel like you kind of want it to be special attacking, no? Because Glaciate is, yeah, most of its moves that it gets are specifically, special attacking. I think the only thing that it gains that's physical is Outrage at level 85. Beyond that, it's definitely a special attacker just through the things that it gets. It is very interesting. Glaciate just as a whole is just not a very strong move in this game, I think. Okay, so okay. I guess, okay, you know what? I see the usage for Glaciate in this. And that's for double battles and triple battles, because it hits both. But beyond that, Glaciate, 65, 95 hit rate is not great. You'd rather just use Ice Beam instead. The speed reducing is nice, but I feel like you're gonna have better chances just hitting a slow. Though again, Glaciate seems really good with multiple Pokemon at once. But here you have it. Yeah. I'm gonna have to leave it here. Just because we have I have raid in a sec. But yeah, here you go. Cure him, dude. Holy moly, that stream was a lot more productive than I thought it would be. You love to see it. Shit, how much money do I have? Is there a good way to grind money in this game? Can I not see where I get money in or how much money I have in this game unless I go to a shop? I guess not. Yeah, I get it, Mr. Phone Alarm. I gotta prep for raid. We're back to 40k. I'm gonna be real, like, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to find a Gliscor or a Gligar with what I want. It's been so tough. Trying to find something, and I looked up the odds, and the odds are really low. So it's not as much of like me being unlucky, it's just that it is something that will take a while to farm out for. So what I might need to do on my own end is find some way to maybe I do some amulet coin things or something and farm some money or somehow, and then I'll get myself lots of Pokeballs and rinse and repeat. Anyhow, though, unfortunately, because I'm a silly guy and I started stream late, we can only stream for a short while. We'll be back tomorrow for some Star Rail stuff. Big stream. It is going to be 4.1, and we're going to get a follow-up to the cliffhanger that we got in the last patch. That's going to be exciting. 4.1 is also going to be a much shorter patch. So we definitely need to get it out of the way quick before 4.2 rolls around, because 4.2 is already like technically on the second week of beta or something like that. And I think 4.1 is literally going to be just a singular banner. Like just the one. So it's gonna last for what, like 21 days, and that's it. So it's a 3-week patch, I think. Hold on. Do they okay, HSR 4.2 release date. It's expected to be April 22nd, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks. 4 weeks is 7, 14, 28 days? Oh, yeah? Does that track? Hey, when was this updated? It was updated like a while ago. Da-da-da-dum. See, I'm seeing other people say a 22nd, which aligns much closer to what makes sense there. Actually, no, it's all 22nd, 21st. Actually, no, you know what? Maybe it's gonna be okay. So that's gonna be the update. Week 1, week 2, 14 days, 21 days. I would have thought it's the 15th, but I guess they say the 22nd. Is it just gonna be like a? I thought banners last for 22 days. Maybe I'm like misremembering. Anyway, unrelated. We'll worry about that later. We'll be raiding out. I think we'll be hitting up Oryx because he'll be streaming us raiding. So yeah, go make sure to give him some love. I apologize again for the late streams recently. I'll do my best to amend this eventually. Oh my god. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. My alarm really is telling me to hurry up and get ready for raid. Anyhow, thank you guys for chilling. This is the places. This is the locations. This is the things. You know the things. You know what to do with them. Yeah. I'm gonna go make myself a little bit of something to eat, as well as make myself a tea. Thank you guys for hanging out. I'll be back tomorrow with definitely an earlier stream because I do want to take out all of the new 4.1 update in one go. And to do so, while still needing, like, because I still also have to raid tomorrow evening. So the plan is to just, like, full send and stream early. But that's it from me for today. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Until then, stay safe, love you dudes, and as always, have a good one.